Welcome to Tai Chi. Everybody ready? Let's warm up. Hands at your waist, turn your neck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Stretch your neck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Turn your shoulders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Expand your chest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Waist exercise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Airplane. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Touch toe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Turn your hips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Be careful. Shift your weight. Kick your foot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Kick your butt. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Turn your knees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Heisman, opening up our feet, parallel. Choose one side, cross and hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Short one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, good. So we know what is good Tai Chi posture. We're getting into golden cockerel, okay? Dropping your shoulders first of all and thinking through what the 8 or 9 or 10 elements are. Dropping our shoulders, tucking our butt, hollowing out our chest. Chin down, head erect, tongue on our palate. Did I forget anything? And knees relaxed, okay? Opening it up a little bit more, getting that good grounding that we need. Shifting our weight to the left, up, golden cockerel. Open up even more, shift your weight and up. Down, center, counterbalance, and up. Down, center, and up. Last set. Kicking out. First we have 50-50. Gather the energy up and center. Right hand, right foot up and out. In line. Left hand, left foot, up and out. Center and out. Last one. Holding our ball. What does it mean to root down? Energy on your right or back foot on a T stance. Out and to the side on an L stance. How does that energy come across? Out to your fingertips. Here it is. Part the wild horse's mane. Sit back all the way to allow your foot to pivot. Root down on your left, this time on a T stance. Out into the side, L stance, energy up through your knees, thighs, waist, hips, shoulders. Here it is. Sit back all the way. Pivot, ball and T at the same time. L stance, energy up and across. Bow stance, bow and arrow. Sit back all the way. Pivot, root down, ball and T. Out into the side, L stance. Transfer that energy. Here it is, bow stance. Sit back, twist step, root down, T and ball. L stance, energy up, through your chest, through your shoulders and out. Sit back, twist step, T stance, L stance, O stance. Sit back, twist step, hold your ball on the T stance. Okay, let's go through the 10 form now. Okay, let's go through it all, and then we'll start again and refine and learn a new movement. Okay, And I'll try to call it out for you, okay? Good Tai Chi posture. Commencing form. Slowly drain the weight off of your left. Heel comes up. On your toe, open, toe, sole, arch, heel. Hands rotate to the middle of your thighs. Take a deep breath in as you elevate both hands as you're drawing up your water. Push down, drop your shoulders, make yourself small. Center, rise the back hand up higher, open to the ceiling, bringing it to your ear as you turn your face to meet both balls in the middle as you repulse the monkey. Center, up higher on your left, open to the ceiling, bringing it to your ear, turning your face, meeting in the center, repulse of the monkey. T stance, this is today's lesson. We're gonna brush our knee, parallel and higher on a T stance. On an L stance, ear, heel, hand, face, brush your knee as if you're catching a ball in the center. Sit back all the way. Twist step, root down, T stance, parallel and higher. Bring it to your ear, set out your heel, turn your face, brush your knee. Okay, don't worry about it, we're gonna go over it. Sit back, twist step, hold your ball on a T stance. We're gonna do parting of the wild horse's mane. Out and to the side, part the wild horse's mane. Here it is. Sit back, twist step, hold your ball on a T stance, out and to the side, L stance, part the wild horse's mane, bow stance. Follow as best you can. Flip the hand and join it. Then sit back, twist step, cup, open step, flip meet, close your stance. This is called cloud hands. 3 o'clock, open. 12 o'clock, stem and cup. 9 o'clock, only flip meet. 12 o'clock, stem and cup. 3 o'clock, flip meet, close your stance. Middle or cup at 12 o'clock. 9 o'clock, flip your hands and open your stance. Middle or cup. 3 o'clock, only flip and meet. Shift your weight to the left and become a golden cockerel. Down, golden cockerel on its right. Down, kick out with your right. And kick out with your left. Holding your ball, this time we're going to go to the right hand side on a T stance. You're going to push your opponent away by using your forearm, and then yet you're going to pull him down as if you're grasping the bird's tail. And you're going to turn one more time and push him out. And roll back, and roll up and forward. Sit back. What you do on one side, you do on the other side. Left hand on the bottom, right hand on the top to hold your ball on the tee. Out on an L stance, use your forearm to push your opponent away, but yet pull him down as if you're grasping the bird's tail. But then again, push him out again. Separate your hands, roll back, roll up and forward. Sit back, twist and turn, open and open, in and in, off the ground, right hand on the inside of your cross as you embrace the tiger, pulling him up, rotating on your wrists so that both palms are facing you. Then push out. Separate your hands, drop your shoulders, make yourself small, flex your knees as you close your form, the opposite of how to commence. Okay? So that's the 10 form right there. So I think some of you followed really well. Others of you have been in my Yang 10 form level 1 for maybe previous sessions. But today we're going to learn to do a multitask movement called brush knee. So essentially, when you brush your knee, you're on a T stance, you're on an L stance, you're on a bow stance. And it looks something like this, okay? Looks something like this. So you can see that when you brush your knee, your foot comes out on an L stance and the bottom hand brushes your knee. So that's one thing. And the other thing is that as if you were repulsing the monkey, the top hand comes to your ear. It comes to your ear and then it comes out this way, okay? So it comes out. This is parallel. This is my sense of parallel, although parallel is really like this. It's like this. The hand is closer to your chest than your waist, and it comes this way on an L stance, turns your body and brushes your knee, okay? And we'll do a lot of drilling and we'll do a lot of talking about it, so you probably will leave this class knowing how to do all the components, and then it just requires practicing. I know of no other discipline or exercise that does this movement, so it's very unique to Tai Chi, and we're doing at least 4 different things, if not more, all at one time, okay? And the reason why we're doing it is because it not only looks good, it's not only Tai Chi, but it makes sense, because Tai Chi is not just hands, neither it is just feet, but it's the whole body moving for the motion, okay? All right, so let's see how that plays out. We're on a T stance. We know that we have to come out to an L stance and then a bow stance. So let's check our feet first. We're on a T stance. Everybody give me a T. Now we know that we're not evenly distributed. We know that our energy is stored on our right. That is Tai Chi. The energy has to be planted, and the foot that moves has to have no weight. We're on a T stance. We're rooted down on our right. We're coming out and to the side on an L stance with your heel. The energy then transfers up your leg, knee, thighs, hips, waist, chest, shoulders, and plants down on a bow stance. So the front foot is the bow, the arrow is on the back because there's no buckle on the knee. We're going to sit back. We're going to pivot on the weightless foot, rooting down, and then we have the T, and we're taking care of the other side. In brush knee, we have to do it twice. Out into the side on an L, transfer that energy all the way across, flatten down on a bow stance. Sit back, twist step, T stance, okay? So we have our feet in play. We know exactly what our feet are going to do. Now, for the first brush knee, the left hand is parallel to your waist, which really isn't, but this is my sense of parallel. So can I get your left hand to do what I'm doing? Okay, and you notice that my fingers are not far apart. I'm wearing my mitten in a loose way so that the thumb is away from my fingers, okay? So it's up here. The motion now is just to come out and brush your knee. We're only using one hand, okay? We're on a T stance. You've got your hand by your chest and you have your mitten on. You're rooted down on your right or back foot. We're going to take an L stance on our heel. As soon as we start the motion, our hands follow down, around, and to the side, as if we're brushing our knee. Again, T stance, parallel, rooted down. On an L stance, move that hand down and turn it to brush your knee and end up to the side of your thigh. Okay? One more time, and then I'm going to watch you. I'm going to do it with you now. Root it down on your right, parallel hand. Out and to the side on an L stance, Hand comes down around as if it were brushing your knee. Keep it to the side of your thigh. All right, on a T stance, and this time I get to watch you. Out on an L stance, top hand moves to the bottom, turns as if it's brushing your knee. Sit back, twist step. Okay, you're gonna show me how to do it on the other side now. Right hand at your chest, okay, only one hand. Now what are you gonna do? You're on a T stance. L stance, right hand down across, brush your knee. Sit back, twist step. Forget about your right hand, where's your left hand? How are you gonna move? Out on an L, down with your hand, turn the hips and waist, brush your knee. Sit back, twist. Forget about the left hand, right hand up higher and by your chest, parallel. Out on an L stance, turn your hips and waist as you brush your knee. Sit back, twist step. Okay, so we're gonna learn to do so good. And all we did was learn about the parallel hand. And we know now that the parallel hand comes down, out, around as if it were brushing your knee, ending up to the side of your thigh. We know that it's not merely hand motions, but our hand moves with the movement of our hips and waist. Tai Chi is not just hands. That's not a bow stance. I did not shift my weight. Tai Chi is all-inclusive. It moves the energy, and my hands come around because my hips bring it around. Okay? Now, we're a little lopsided. We only did one hand. What does the other hand do? If you recall, one hand that we did was the parallel hand, right? The other hand, remember I said it's as if we were doing repulsing of the monkey. It's as if we're doing repulsing of the monkey, okay? So why is it as if? Because it's higher, and we're glancing at it, and we're bringing it to our ear, and we're turning and pushing that monkey away as if we were, okay? But the other hand does not join it. If you recall that when we repulse the monkey, we center and we're higher, and we bring it to our ear and we turn, and this is the portion that is like brush your knee, because it's here, 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 here. Okay, so we're just taking the upper hand and doing the same thing. Okay, and for the hand, but the body is facing in another direction. All right, now we're going to forget about the right hand. We're on the T stance. Our left hand, sorry. So our right hand is higher. What is it going to do? We're going to bring it to our ear, turn our body, and catch that ball that's coming from the field as if it were in the center of our body. Okay? So no movement now, okay? We're only checking to make sure that your upper hand is correct. Left hand to the side, right hand up higher. You're on a T stance. You're going to bring it to your ear as you glance at it. Turn your body as if you're going to catch that ball in the center. All right? So let's put two hands together. So you remember this one is parallel, this one's up higher, and we're looking at the higher hand. We're bringing the parallel hand down, we're bringing the top hand to our ear, we're turning, and we're catching that ball in the center. But this is awkward because we need to move our hips and waist. We're on a T stance. Here we go, we're going to move to an L stance. Heel, ear, hand, turn your hips and waist as you brush your knee. Then ask yourself, is your left hand to the side of your thigh? Is your right hand catching that ball that's coming from the field? Is your knee not beyond your toe? That's the bowl. And is your back or right foot in an arrow position? If so, you may sit back, pivot. We're forming a T. Left hand higher, right hand parallel. We're doing the opposite side. What are we going to do just to warm up? Bringing the top hand to our ear as the bottom hand brushes our knee and sits to the side of our body as we catch that ball. Okay, here we go. Parallel and higher. Ear, heel, hand, turn the hips and waist. Catch that ball from the clock wall. Sit back, twist. Think about what you're going to do. One hand has to be parallel, one has to be higher on the T. Looking at the top hand, rooted down because you need to identify where your energy is stored. We're going to come out on our heel on an L stance. Bottom hand comes down, top hand comes to the ear. Turn the hips and waist. Catch that ball in the center. Bow and arrow. Sit back all the way to allow that foot to pivot. Root down, T and parallel and higher. Ear, heel, hand, turn the body, brush your knee, catch that ball. Sit back, twist step, parallel and higher on a T. Ear, heel, hand, face. Turn the hips and waist as you brush your knee. Sit back, twist step, parallel and higher on a T. Ear, hand, heel, turn the hips and waist, brush your knee. Sit back, twist step, parallel and higher. You do it for me. Ear, heel, hand, turn the hips and waist, brush your knee. Sit back, twist step, parallel and higher on a T. Ear, heel, hand, turn the hips and waist and brush your knee. Sit back, twist step, one more set, parallel and higher. Ear, heel, hand, face, brush your knee. Sit back, twist step, parallel and higher on a T. Ear, heel, hand, face, brush your knee. Sit back, twist step, hold your ball on a T stance. Okay, and we'll stop right there. So from what I could see, you've all gotten, I'd say at least 50%, if not more, of the movement. That's very good, okay? So in order for you to keep that 50 or plus percent gain, you're gonna have to remember that and brush it up again and refine it, okay? The only big thing that I would say that I detected was this. And maybe you can figure out what is wrong with my posture, okay? So when I brush my knee, this is the correct posture that I need. What am I talking about when I talk about posture? Okay, so this is probably the best posture that I could do for brush knee. This example now is very poor posture. This is very poor posture. And it's pretty obvious. I think that 100% of you can see that this is perfect posture. What is happening? I'm keeping my head erect, not allowing my body and head to pitch forward. Once I do that, several bad things happen. My knee goes beyond my toes. My posture, my silk silver thread, is no longer being held, keeping my head erect. I can easily fall forward. There's no sense. Okay, so what am I going to do to correct it? I know that my chi or my energy is stored on my back foot. I need to activate that energy, put it to my front and forward foot on a 50-50, keep it there and keep my silk silver thread holding my head erect. And I can check myself. My knee is not beyond my toe. I have a bow, I have an arrow, I have my brush knee hand to the side of my thigh. I'm in proper Tai Chi posture, probably stable so that if somebody brushed by me, I would not pitch forward as if I were in this wrong position, okay? So readily you can see that if we learn good posture, good habits and movement, you can apply that to everyday activities. So you don't want to ever catch yourself in this position because it's going to be probably a fall to the floor. But you want to keep yourself upright in a very firm, stable way so your body is working for you to stabilize you. And remember now, if I'm this way, I can't. There's something goofy going on with my knees. I've got to get out on an L stance. So every little bit that we are learning applies and helps us with good form. It's not just the pitching. It has to do with feet position, where our hands end up. It's centering my body so that I can catch that ball right in the center. And I can hold the top of a ball to the side of my thigh. Okay? So we're looking at good formation. We're looking at body distribution. We don't want to pitch our body forward. So catch yourself if you're doing that, okay? All right, we're on a T stance. Left hand parallel as if it were parallel to your chest. Right hand up higher. And we're glancing at that right top hand. We're on a T stance and we're rooted down on our right. We want to come out into an L stance. As soon as we do that, our hand comes down, it comes to our ear. We turn our hips and waist. We brush our knee. Looking at the parameters, saying, are you in a bowl? Are you in an arrow? Are you catching that ball in the center? Is your head erect? Sit back all the way. Pivot. Root down, parallel and higher on a T. Ear, heel, hand, turn the hips and waist. Brush your knee. Sit back. Twist step. Root down, T stance, parallel and higher. How is that energy going to be distributed? On our heel, to our ear, down across our body. Turn and catch that ball. Sit back. Twist step. Parallel in a T. Here you go, on your own. Heel, hand, turn. Brush your knee. Sit back. Twist step. Parallel and higher on a T. Ear, heel, hand, turn the hips and waist and brush your knee. Sit back, twist step, parallel and higher on a T. Ear, hand, heel, turn the hips and waist, brush your knee. Sit back, twist step. I'm not going to say anything, you figure it out and do it for me. Go. The other side now, sit back. Sit back, hold your ball. Hey, big accomplishment. That's probably one of the harder movements for the 10 form, mainly because you have to do everything together to make a whole. If you just did things piecemeal, you will not get the best use of your body. So I can't do it in separate elements, but it's easier for me to explain. If you're on a T and you know that you want your energy to be distributed on a bow stance, that's one element. So that's one task that we have to do. And if that's the underlying goal, then everything will fall in place, because you know that this energy has to come across this way, and this way. So what we have in our hand motion is going to be moved by how we distribute our energy. So if I'm in the correct position from the very beginning, more than likely that will happen. I don't have to think about, well, okay, I'll take it back. Initially, you're going to have to think about the different hand motions. But once you get that as an automatic, everything falls in place, because all I'm doing is on a T, on an L, and a bow. But to make that happen, my energy has to work for me and transfer. All I need to do is get my position, and then it just flows into the correct posture or movement. All right, so let's start from commencing form. Let's see what our sequence is, because that's part of learning Tai Chi. We start with what? Commencing form, and then we do what? Repulsing of the monkey, and then we do what? Then we do brush knee, okay? Because we can remember 3 things, right? It's not so bad. All right, so let's do that, okay? Commencing form. Slowly drain the weight off. Heel comes up. Arch. Toe open. Toe. Sole. Heel. Hands rotate. Take a deep breath in as we pull that water up. Shoulder level, drop our shoulders, make ourselves small, flex our knees. Center, up higher, open to the ceiling, bringing it to our ear, turning our face, meeting both hands in the middle as we repulse the monkey. Center, up higher, open, bringing it to our ear, turn our face, meeting in the middle, repulsing of the monkey. New movement, T and parallel and higher. Ear, heel, hand, turn the hips and waist, brush your knee. Sit back all the way. Pivot, parallel and higher on a T. Ear, heel, hand, turn your hips and waist as you brush your knee. Sit back, twist step, parallel higher on a T. Ear, heel, hand, face, brush your knee. Sit back, twist step, parallel and higher on a T. Ear, heel, hand, face, brush your knee. Sit back and listen carefully. Twist step, hold your ball on a T stance. The 4th movement is a given. You have been practicing it ever since day 1. Parting of the wild horse's mane. Out on an L stance, bottom hand advances to part the wild horse's mane. Here it is. Sit back, twist step, hold your ball on a T stance. Out on an L stance, bottom hand advances, part the wild horse's mane. This is a drill. Sit back, twist step, Hold your ball on a T stance. Out on an L stance, bottom hand advances. Here it is. Sit back, twist step, T stance, hold your ball. L stance, bottom hand advances, part the wild horse's mane. Here it is. Listen carefully. Sit back, twist step, parallel and higher. What are we going to do? Part the wild horse's mane? No, we can't give out our snack with a parallel hand. We need to come out into the side and brush our knee. Sit back, twist step, root down, parallel and higher on a T. Ear, heel, hand, turn the hips and waist as you brush your knee. Sit back, twist step, hold your ball on a T stance. Let's part the wild horse's mane. Here it is. Sit back, twist step, hold your ball on a T. L stance, part the wild horse's mane. Here it is. Sit back, twist step, parallel and higher. Ear, heel, hand, turn the hips and waist to brush your knee. Sit back, twist step, T stance, ear, heel, hand, face, brush your knee. Sit back, twist step, hold your ball on a T stance. Okay, very good. So we know that we need. Do the other side. Okay, 2 more sets. That's 1. Part the wild horse's mane. That's 2. That's the 3rd set. Okay. Come back and do a parallel and higher. Let's see if everybody's got a parallel and higher. So parallel's up here. Where's your thumb? Yeah, show me your thumb. So you don't want to hide your thumb behind here. I want to see clearly 4 fingers, flat, parallel, and the thumb showing, not behind so that as if I only have, okay? So separate that out. Where's your rooting down? Where's your chi and energy? Show me. All right. And where's your higher hand? Okay, so the higher hand now don't show it to be this way. It has to come up here. Remember when we repulse the monkey, it's bringing it to our ear? Same way. So you don't want the palms showing outward. You want the palms coming to your ear. All right? Here we go. What are you gonna do? Energy on your back, brush your knee. Show me how you brush your knee. Go. Sit back, twist, parallel and higher, out on an L, brush your knee. Sit back, give me 3 sets, that's 1 set, parallel and higher, up higher, Emily. Good. Sit back, twist, parallel and higher, L. Good. That's 2 on your own. Bow and arrow. final. Come back and hold your ball. Okay, very good. Very, very good for level 1. So can I show you what you just did? Commencing form. Waltzing of the monkey. Brush knee. Part the wild horse's mane. Okay, so be ready because next week I want to teach you a sideways motion called cloud hands. Okay, and when we do a sideways motion, we no longer are doing our T stance, L stance, and bow stance. Okay, because after we learn cloud hands, it's going to be smooth sailing because we're going to come into the okay. So this is lesson number what? 3? 3, and we've gone so far. This is amazing. But don't be complacent. Study, look over the videos, and practice. Okay, because even though you know the motion and the sequence, you need to build up strength, and that doesn't come just within a few minutes, but it comes over a period of time. Okay, and the more strength you can build up, the better off you are because your stamina, but your flow of energy become that much better. Okay.
Today, Lucille introduced you to brush knee, and it is pretty complicated. And I think the initial portion of just learning where your hands and feet and legs have to be are the first things that you have to learn how to do. But eventually, you, as she alluded, different parts of your body help you as they work together. You know, say if we're coming this way, you brought everything together, and then as you do this movement, you see, you're taught to just initially just get it to the ear, but after a while you just come very easily to the ear. But what you're doing is your body is shifting weight. This hand is sort of helping you. If this hand was standing here, you can almost get the feeling that your body wants to drop this way. But if you move your body, you get to as far as you can go, and then just before you fall off the end, consolidate. What happens? You're back up centered, and then come back down this way, shift, going forward, but before you fall off the other way, you turn this way, okay? Sit back, and to help yourself, because you want to go in that direction, you bring this hand up, and this makes you want to go this way. But before you end up going this way, before you know it, you're back to central again. Back out again. So you're using rotation, you're using advancement, you're using how your limbs get in and out of optimum centralization. You know, if you're out this way, you got to compensate, come back this way. Or like when we do brush knee, you're out this way. So what do you have to do? You have to cut this off and shift. And then you come out this way. Another thing about brush knee, initially she's showing you just above parallel. Okay. Ultimately, what really brush knee is a spiral. Push, come back this way, come back, block, brush knee, come back up again, fill up again, turn. But all the while your body is moving, and it's the body is helping you say, hey, we gotta go this way. But we go this way, and the hand says, okay, we're going this way. But hey, we're getting too far this way, so we gotta shift this way. And then we come back up here, and we go back this way. Okay, and the other hand is doing exactly the same thing, but slightly out of sync. This is coming down, and it's going forward. Coming towards the chest, coming down, going forward, forward. When you put it together, one is coming down, one is coming up. And they do help you. Say if you wanted to go back this way, it helped you, hey, sit back, but it's time to come forward. So this comes down, centers you, this comes back and centers you. And then when this starts, when you twist your body, you start to sit back, too far that way, so you bring your arm out to help yourself balance, catch this way, come back down, and out. Out here again, sit back, bring this hand here so it helps you to do this. And this helps you to stay home.
I want to end class with an explanation. So if we're on a T stance and we're on an L stance, and we know that an L stance is truly an L stance if you drag your foot back and there is a clearance. Nobody really asked me why, okay? So I may have mentioned it, and I think I did. It warrants a better explanation. In order for us to move our energy across, up, through, across, and here, we need to allow more space. If we did not take an L stance correctly, there is no gap, I will not have enough room to move that energy up and across in a safe way because I'm too crunched up. I can't even get a bow, I can't even get an arrow, and I'm misaligned. Therefore, when you move, it is for a good reason. When we start to add multitasking into our motion, we sometimes let something go, sometimes the feet, and you will then not have that gap, and you will then cause more harm to your knee joints. So as we get more complex in our, when we come out on an L stance, remember that the foot has to be parallel to the line of the tile or on the tile. I cannot see the foot swerved out like this, because right at this position, there's stress on my knees. It has to be exactly parallel or on a line, okay, on a line. And didn't really talk about this back foot, but you may shift it a little bit and make it more comfortable by just turning it. So here I am on a T. My energy comes this way. It's natural for me to move this foot to keep it on a 45 degree and this on a 90 degree or 180 degree, okay? Good.